bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the New York Jets. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. First carry now for David Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. And off comes to Montgomery. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Fields now to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
After the interception, here's Wilson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a big play that time by the Jets. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Johnson again. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Ty Johnson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Jetsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This defense for the Bears, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
From the 38, Wilson. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
That's going to be a good matchup for him, using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
Five yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 yards remain on second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. They'll run with Carter. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Michael Carter, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 14-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Fields. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A huge play there for Chicago.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
There's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Fields. And it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Out of the gun, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Montgomery back to the ground. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Fields. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw is Fields. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Shotgun snap and a give to Carter. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll give to Carter here on the option. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they run with Carter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more. This time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore as the first half is winding down. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Fields.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The return man, Ty Johnson. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now a handoff looking right. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Oh, look at the catch there by Moore. And he's out right at the 25.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands. Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Right back to him on first down. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On second down, it's Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They go to Johnson again. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On third and goal, Wilson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 7. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
Okay, work with me here. Make sure I'm clear on this one. Inside their own 10-yard line, and they run a toss play. I know it works, but ordinarily that takes a lot of chutzpah to do something like that, because the only thing more dangerous is trying to throw the ball in that situation and maybe taking a big loss.
The Bears on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. There he goes, right side. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score.
Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Santos with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Throw right side, caught by Davis. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give. This is Montgomery. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
First down, a run with Cohen. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They snap it to Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Fields going to hold on to it. Oh no, he lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. 80 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Jets, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with